Welcome to Lesson 3, Creating Content Part 2. This is going to wrap up our mini course, this final lesson. We're going to finish up talking about how to create content, what types of content you can create, and how to get rid of all the overwhelm around posting content by coming up with a plan and a strategy to keep your content creation to a minimum each week. Because you're trying to build your business, so you don't have time to be sitting on Facebook all day, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Planning ahead for content is super important. It keeps you organized. It gives your Facebook page some method to the madness, so it doesn't look like you're just kind of throwing things up here and there. And it just is less stressful. Why should you use scheduled posts? Here's why you should use scheduled posts. And it doesn't matter if you schedule it the morning of or a week ahead or a month ahead. That is personal preference. But by scheduling posts, you can set aside time each week to manage your social media, manage your Facebook page so that it's not getting away from you for the rest of the week, but you're still staying on top of it and not just kind of ghosting or disappearing on your audience for a week at a time or 4 days at a time. Consistency is key. This allows you to plan ahead for a week or a month at a time. It also makes it easy to set clear goals for your social strategy. Think about your goals for your Facebook page. Do you want to grow it? Do you want to get more likes, get more engagement? Do you want to use it like a really flashy social business card where you're sending people there to take very significant action, like opt in to a free giveaway? Or, for example, if you're a real estate agent, maybe you could give away a free homes list. Or if you're a photographer, maybe you could give away a guide to planning ahead for your family photo shoot, something like that. So there's all kinds of different ways you can use your Facebook page, and getting really clear on what your goals are can really help you decide what you're going to post. It saves time. Create all your content for a week or a month in an hour. If you sit down and bust all this content out, then you're ready to go, and you can get it all scheduled, get it all set up, and you don't have to think about it again for the rest of the week. All right. There are 3 different types of content: planned, spontaneous, and curated. I will say, I'm going to add this in, a good social media strategy is going to utilize all 3. Planned content: holidays, seasonal posts, upcoming events, trainings, major sporting events, customer spotlights, staff spotlights, contests, competitions. These are all planned content. Planned content normally centers around something you know is going to be happening. Maybe you have a speaking engagement. Maybe you have an upcoming open house. Maybe you have a super awesome client who's winning an award in 2 weeks and you want to celebrate them. Obviously, holidays, Christmas, 4th of July, all those times and hashtags are really great opportunities to put your business out there. Major sporting events, especially if your target market is sports fans, you definitely want to capitalize on that. Curated content. Curated content is like local news, spotlighting a local business, public service announcements, themed days, like if you want to do a Tuesday tip or if you want to do Throwback Thursday. If you're a consultant that works primarily with women, you could do Women Crush Wednesday, brand relevant images, and videos. So that's content that you didn't necessarily create, but you went out with intention, knowing your brand, knowing your ideal client, and you gathered that content to post on your page. Spontaneous content: surprise client meetings, one-to-ones with referral partners, pet highlights, funny incidents on the job, news, updates, behind the scenes, coffee breaks. Keep it fun. People want to get to know you. They expect social media to be social. And people are going to engage with things in your business that they relate to. So, if you get to work one morning and you spill coffee all over yourself, put it on your business page. Poke fun at yourself a little bit. Have fun with your clients. They really do want to see that side of your business, especially on places like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. A good social media strategy will use all three types. So let's look at how to plan the whole week in 30 minutes or less. All right, so I wanted to show you guys, this is my personal content calendar for Facebook. It's very simplistic. There are extremely robust content calendars out there, and if you want something that is a bit more robust, I encourage you to just Google content calendars. There are so many options and all kinds of done-for-you ones. I am a minimalist. I'm a firm believer in doing things simply, but doing them well. So that is what my training is geared towards. Having said that, if you do want something that's a little bit more bulky, there's content calendars out there that are like huge, huge, huge spreadsheets. So certainly you can Google that, and you can even find industry specific ones. So like if you Google, like a content calendar, content calendar for real estate. Things will pop up. So definitely, here, social media for real estate, a scheduling guide. So you can definitely find, here's one, real estate content calendar template. That's like a whole template done for you. So whatever your industry is, and you can also just search for generic content calendars as well. They'll pop right up. Sometimes they're called an editorial calendar, but when they're geared towards specifically social media, they're called a content calendar. But I will give you mine. Mine is a good one to start off with because it is very simple, and then you can build from there if you want to. Again, I do my content weekly. You can do it monthly. You can do it every day. And I don't recommend doing it every day. That might get a little overwhelming, but take it at your own pace. So mine's really simple. I choose what I want my topic to be each day. I highlight the image I'm going to use. If there's a link, I will include the link here that I'm going to use. I will document any hashtags that I think are relevant, and I will write out the post. So that's where I start. So let's go ahead and do, on Tuesdays, I do Tech Talks with Claire. So I already know every Tuesday what it's going to be. There is no image, there is no link, and the hashtags are Tech Talks with Claire and Talk Nerdy to Me. And the post is, hey everyone, welcome to Tech Talks with Claire. Actually, I don't hashtag that. Have you joined me for this episode? Let's dive in. What you can do is if you come up here to format, you can go into text wrapping and wrap, and then that way you'll get your text box a little bit clearer. So there, now Tuesday's done. Now this is a live video, so what I'll do here is next to Tuesday, I'm going to say live video. So Tuesday's mapped out. What'd that take? A minute. Monday, I don't have a plan for Monday. I'm thinking maybe on Monday I want to share a blog link from a blog I read earlier this week. So I'm going to go grab that blog link. Daily Carnage, it's my go-to. I said in another video, but I'm going to emphasize again, definitely sign up for some blogs or newsletters in your industry that you like, that speak to you. Don't go to these generic blogs that everybody knows how to find and everybody's seeing. Find a niche. Find someone who's being very disruptive in your industry. Someone who's kind of putting a spin on things. You know, if you're a photographer, find someone who's being really artsy and kind of pushing the limit, or if that's your brand. But, you know, find someone who isn't as obvious as everybody else is posting in your industry. For real estate, for example, you know how many people are posting articles to HomeAdvisor and Porch and um, Realtor.com, all those blogs. You know, you can see 10, 20, 30 in your feed. So find someone who's disrupting the industry, who speaks to your brand, who speaks to you, and that's going to attract your ideal clients to you. So for me, it's the Daily Carnage. Love them. They're super sassy. Every industry has these kind of disruptive people that are changing the game in their market. And if you want to be a game changer, or if you want to be set apart in your market, then those are the kinds of people you need to be associating yourself with. So I will get off my soapbox, but this was what I'm going to post for the week. So the topic is marketing tools to win business without being sleazy. So I'm just going to put marketing tools here. Image. So I'm going to need to go find an image. I'm going to show you how I do that in a minute. I'm going to put my link there so I have it. Hashtags. This is a perfect spot for my Talk Nerdy to Me hashtag because the article title is already Talk Dirty to Me. So it's really perfect for my brand, right? And then I'm going to write a post. Now, since this is an article, it's going to have its own headline and stuff. So I'll probably keep the post short but sweet. So I'm going to write Talk Dirty to Me, question mark, more like Talk Nerdy to Me. So, boom. There we go. Monday's done. Now, for the image, here's what I like to do. I will show you. Okay, so we're going to go into Canva. Always, always Canva. And I want to post my own image, right? I went over that in a previous lesson. Don't use the stock and standard image from the article because you want to put your own unique take on it, right? So I'm going to go in and for article posting, the best template to use is not Facebook post, but Facebook ad, because the headline and the description at the bottom of the article will kind of skew what the ad looks like. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go ahead and create the photo that I want to go along with that article. Let me grab a layout real quick because that'll get me a nice template. So I'm not gonna do any wording, but this will get my photo looking the right dimensions. Sometimes you don't have to use a template at all, but you can come in here and just use the photo so that your image like aligns correctly. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to use this one because it's kind of edgy and she's got her phone in her pants, and I think it fits the article and the hashtag really well. So for image, here's what I'm going to do so I know what to do when I'm getting ready to upload it. I'm going to title it Talk Dirty to Me Post Monday. So now it's organized really well in my Canva account and I can find it really easily when I'm going to post that. So you can hop back over to here and type the same title. Talk Dirty to Me Post. And there you have it. Monday's done. So you're going to continue to do this for the rest of the week. And keep in mind that kind of 3 content styles that we went over. There's the spontaneous content, there's the curated content, and there's the planned content. So right now, on Monday, we have a curated article. Tuesday, we have a live video that will be planned content. Even though live video seems spontaneous, it is planned in advance. Um, Here's what I recommend. Spontaneous content is something that should just become a part of who your brand is online. Spontaneous content is exactly how it sounds. It happens when you have a moment, when you think of it. You snap a photo on your cell phone at a business meeting, just take a selfie, post it real quick. Your spontaneous content is really meant to support your planned content. So for Monday through Sunday or Monday through Friday, depending on what you kind of want your business hours to be on Facebook, plan out all of your planned and curated content. So for each day, have a planned or a curated content scheduled, ready to go. That way, there's not so much pressure on you to do the spontaneous content, and it'll be a lot more natural and a lot more organic. And I actually think you'll find that you'll enjoy it more because you're not worrying in your head like, oh, I gotta get my spontaneous content up. I didn't have any planned spontaneous content. So keep that in mind. And I've certainly found, and a lot of my clients have found, that once they know in their brain that content is going to be dripping out, they're much more likely to engage spontaneously because they're not as worried about whether or not it's going to look random or sporadic or off brand because the rest of their strategy is mapped out so well. So go ahead and get this filled out for the next week. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you what to do with it once you've got it all mapped out. I recommend doing this Sunday nights. That's when I do it, or early Monday mornings. And then you're all set up for success for the week. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.